It all started out growing up in the burbs as a kid, jumping fences, thieving Coke bottle lids just to buy me and the boys fish and chips, trying to grow up quick. Before you know it, you're doing stereo rips, hanging out in surveys trying to be slick. Meanwhile at home, mum's alone, dad's doing a brick. Money trouble, a growing struggle. When I was a boy, we had to do what we do best to get the new toys. Thought it was all big money and women that were nice, but all I ended up with was a habit on the ice. Bruh, 17 in nightclubs, fittest body around in Nebraska, talking about doing pounds. Diamonds, gold and Mickey cars is all I seen. Should've read the fine print first, you know what I mean? Cause all it ends up in is jail or worse. Another broady tale about a fallen brother who went off the rails, and at times I felt cursed. Think of the worst day you've ever had. Every dream, every friend, every dollar lost. Buy that thing you've always wanted and sell it back. Try to make an earn, but you only seem to cut a loss. Cause in the end it all goes up in a puff of smoke. Reality's a hard pill to swallow, best try not to choke. A bitter taste stuck in your throat, and all along while I was dancing with the devil, he was singing his song.
Don't fight it, don't fight it, don't fight it.
If I could go and do it all again, with what I knew now, I knew way back then.
Don't fight it, don't fight it, don't fight it.
If I could go and do it all again, with what I knew now, I knew way back then. It wasn't easy to resist and just as hard to admit. Up to your neck in the shit, going down with the ship. Cause when you're down on your chips is when it's hardest to quit. It wasn't easy to resist and just as hard to admit. Up to your neck in the shit, going down with the ship. Cause when you're down on your chips is when it's hardest to quit. Respect, morals and loyalty, how everything's changed. Everybody sipping the gin and out like it was champagne. Habits are easy to pick up but too hard to maintain. If he knew then what he knew now, he would've stayed out the game. Dad always said have one or two and you're the king of the zoo. But 3 or 4 are habits out the door looking for you. Guess he was right one night on the bright side of the tracks. He met this geezer that he liked and they started to chat. He had a different way of talking, you could tell by the way he walked in. This kid was privileged, far from them weird and poverty-stricken villains he kicked with normally. He's upper middle class, he introduced himself formally. Grade prep to grade 6, he had all the grouse kicks. Year 7 up into college, had no criminal knowledge. But all of that changed quick after that first foul hit. Everybody has their vice, but my advice is this: you best tread carefully because on ice you'll slip. And when you start to lose your feet is when it finds its grip. His mother and father had his future mapped out for him, but their precious son from Param would live a life of sin. Now he's a slave to this no good addiction, struggling to make ends meet and put food in the kitchen. Mood up and down like a piston, wishing when he heard the devil sing his song he didn't listen.
Don't fight it, don't fight it, don't fight it.
If I could go and do it all again, with what I knew now, I knew way back then.
Don't fight it, don't fight it, don't fight it.
If I could go and do it all again, with what I knew now, I knew way back then. When it's hardest to quit. I felt cursed. Think of the worst day you've ever had. Every dream, every friend, every dollar lost. Buy that thing you've always wanted and sell it back. Try to make an earn, but you only seem to cut a loss. Cause in the end it all goes up in a puff of smoke. Reality's a hard pill to swallow, best try not to choke. A bitter taste stuck in your throat, and all along while I was dancing with the devil, he was singing his song.
And listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true. Telling is true, telling is true. And now the devil follows me everywhere that I go, everywhere that I go, everywhere that I go. And listen, cause the story that I'm telling is true. Telling is true, telling is true. And now the devil follows me everywhere that I go, everywhere that I go, everywhere that I go.